Hey, what's up guys, it is Card Shuffler 99 here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a really cool no setup card trick. I hope you guys enjoy this one. If you do, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Now guys, don't forget to enter into our 150,000 subscriber giveaway. All we're going to be giving away for this month is 12 Monarch decks of cards. That's a brick of Monarch decks right there. $150 worth of Amazon gift cards and a signed deck of cards of your choice from us. All you guys have to do to enter is like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment anything down in the comment section below, and turn on your post notifications. Now guys, if you want to buy anything through Amazon, whether it's sign up for a free trial of Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime, if you want to buy a nice deck of cards, a new phone, anything like that, use our Amazon link down in the description. Go check that out. Use that link. That is our affiliate link if you guys want to purchase anything through Amazon. All right, guys. Anyway, let's get straight into this trick. So, Robert, what I'm going to have you do is come on over, and I want you to select any card out of the deck. It doesn't matter for me. And don't show me, but go ahead and show the camera. Sounds good. All right. Ready?
Yep.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take your card. We're going to try to lose it somewhere into the middle of the deck. We're going to cut the deck up a little bit, give it a quick shuffle, and we're just trying to lose your card somewhere in the deck. All right, Robert? Now, this is what we're going to try to do. I want to try and play around with your imagination here, Robert, okay? I want you to imagine you taking out your card from the deck. So go ahead, try that for me. Go ahead and pretend like you're holding your card. So your card should no longer be in the deck if you did it correctly. Correct, Robert?
Yeah.
So here we go. This is what I'm going to do. What I want to try here, Robert, is I want to try to see if we can find your card in the deck. Now, theoretically, we shouldn't be able to see your card because you should be holding on to it, okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to go one by one here, just really slowly, and I want you to see if you see your card, okay? Did you see your card?
I did not.
How about in this little group of cards here? We'll go really slow. Did you see your card there?
No, I didn't.
You didn't see your card anywhere there?
No, I didn't.
Okay, we'll go through this packet right here. Just look really careful. I'm going to go slow as possible here, Robert. Just try to see if you can find your card.
I'm not seeing it.
You're not seeing your card. Well, Robert, like I said, this is an imagination card trick. Go ahead, take your card, throw it back in for me. Perfect. All right, here's what we're going to do, Robert. I'm going to give you the deck, and I want you to spell out for me 2 of hearts. Go ahead for me. Do that right now.
So 2 TWO of OF hearts HEARTS.
And just like that, your card right back in the deck. All right, guys, that is the trick. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. And anyway, let's get straight into the tutorial. So this is a really cool trick. Again, no setup, something I think is becoming really popular now. A lot of people like these impromptu card tricks, so that's what we're going to be bringing to you guys today. So in terms of starting this trick, there's so many ways you can go about doing it. I'm going to teach you guys just the general way that I did it in the performance, and then I'll just give you guys the general idea, and you can go ahead and put your own spin on it. You can use your own moves, your own controls, all that kind of stuff to make this trick work for you. So what you're going to need to know for this trick is how to control a card and how to peek a card. All right, that's going to be very important here. Now, a simple way you can do that is if you had a marked deck of cards. Great way of peeking a card out. Other than that, I'll show you guys another little peek that you can do that'll make this trick a little bit better as well, as to what I did in the performance. So what you're going to do is you're going to start out by having the spectators select a card. And they're going to be selecting their card right here. Let's go with the 10 of spades just for this trick, all right? We'll rock the 10 of spades now. What you're going to do is you're going to have them look at their card, and they're not going to show you, obviously, because you don't want to know what the card is. And I'll explain a little bit later as to why you shouldn't know what their card is. It doesn't necessarily matter that much, but it will add to the effect of the trick at the end. And what I mean by that is when people perform a trick, spectators like to go back and they like to, remember different parts of the trick, and they try to piece it together. So this is going to help make sure that they can't really figure it out necessarily, right? So what you're going to do from here is you're going to take the card, and you can control it anywhere you want. In the performance, what I did was I controlled it to the bottom. So what you can do here, if you take their card and you put it somewhere into the middle of the deck like so, there's 2 ways you can do it. So one way, you can control their card to the top, to the bottom, and then back to the top. So one way you can do it is like this. If you wanted to control their card to the bottom of the deck, I would push their card down like this, holding this break. Okay, and what I would do is I would split this top packet here into 2. 1, 2, and then this entire last packet, this is their card right here, 3. okay? And just like that, you controlled their card to the top. From here, just to add to the effect, what you can do is an overhand shuffle. But what you do with this overhand shuffle is you're going to peel off one card first. So this is their card. And then obviously you're going to do the rest of the overhand shuffle. But what that does is it controls their card to the bottom. Now, a simple way of peeking a card out is just to do a simple 180 turn. Now, what this does is as I turn the cards, I'm actually peeking at it. So I'm going to come around. I'm going to see if I can show you guys what this would look like from your perspective. So here, this is known as the 180 peek. What happens is I'm going to turn the deck just like so. And you can see there I get a peek of the card. Now, in reality, it just looks like I'm just trying to turn the deck, right? I'm just playing with the deck of cards. In reality, I'm doing more than just playing with this deck of cards. I'm actually trying to peek their card out. So you'll see from the spectator's point of view, it doesn't really look like you're doing much of anything. If I just peek the cards like this, it doesn't look like I'm doing much of anything. And if anything, they won't really know that their card's on the bottom anyway, so they're not going to look for that. At this point, you can control their card back to the top. Simple way of doing that, just overhand shuffling all the cards until you get that last card back to the top. And just like that, that's all you have to do. So basically, you just need to peek their card and control it to the top. Another way, you can control the card to the bottom if you wanted to do that peek. Very similar. You put their card somewhere in the middle, just like so. But instead of pushing down, you would push up to push in and grab that break. Now, their card's right here. If you want to get this to the bottom, you're going to take this whole first packet, drop it, and then split the last one into two. And just like that, you control their card to the bottom. Just a couple ways you guys can go about doing it. It's the same idea, just it's going to control the card to two different places, but it looks the exact same. Now that their card's on the top, what you're going to do is you're going to explain to them that this is an imagination card trick. I'm going to split the cards in half, and I'm going to hold a pinky break. So you can see I'm just holding a break. Now, obviously, all the attention is going to be on the top of the deck. What you're doing here is you're going to ask them to use their imagination and pretend like they're just taking their card out of the deck and holding on to it. In reality, obviously, nothing's happening. What you're going to do here is now that you have this break, you know that this card right here, right below the break, is actually their selection. What you're going to do is you're going to go through the cards. You're going to start spreading through like so. Once you get to the break, so this is their card here. So I just got to the break. This is their card. I'm going to do a little push off. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to take my thumb and I'm pushing it off. All right. And as I push it off, what I'm doing is I'm going to grab a pinky break. So that's really important right there. I just need a pinky break. Now I'm going to do this under the cover of this deck of cards here, okay? So once again, let me explain this one more time. So I'm going to have a pinky break right above their selection, right? All I'm going to do is I'm going to spread through until I get to that break. Under the cover, I'm going to push this one card off, push it back, and then I'm going to take this entire packet and flip it face up. So really what I have here is now I have a new pinky break, but above the break, I'm going to have all these face-up cards, but one face-down card, and this face-down card is actually their selection, but this is all above the break. What I do here, now that I know their selection, I'm going to spell out their card. So this is how I'm going to do it. You ready? Their card was the Ten of Spades. So I'm going to go Tenofspades. Once I'm done spelling their card, all I have to do then is now stop and say, did you see your card? After that, once they say no, I'm going to continue spreading, but spreading on top of this packet. So I'm going to continue spreading until I get to this first face down card. Obviously, this is their card. What I'm doing here is because I still have my pinky break right here on this card, all I have to do is say, once they don't see their card, you're going to spread together all these cards here, and you can see that their selection is actually going to go inside this little packet of cards. Not just anywhere in this little packet, it's actually going to be exactly in the position if they had spelled their card out. You're going to set that down. Now, the rest is really no evidence, right? So you can basically freely spread through this. You don't have to worry about anything. Their card will not be in here. And basically, you're just creating the illusion that their card has disappeared because they're holding on to it. All these cards will go directly on top. Now, at this point, all you have to do, their card will be face up in that position. All you have to do then is spell it out, Tenofspades, and just like that, their card will come up. Now, you can do the same trick without spelling the card out. It would basically just be like, oh, throw the card back in. You can spread the deck out, and you can show that their card, magically flies back into the deck. And not only flies back into the deck, but it would be face up. But that's another way you can do it. Same idea, you just wouldn't be doing it with the spelling aspect. But anyway, guys, that is it for this trick. I hope you enjoyed it. It's Card Shuffler 99. Peace out.